Okay, I hit record. I've never done this before, so I'm not sure if it's actually working. Okay, it is, yeah. So if I look, it is. Okay, cool. All right, so I've never done a live stream before, and it was harder to set up than I thought. I didn't think it was going to be easy. So yeah, I think my phone is on the screen, but there's like a 1 or 2 second delay. Hopefully it won't be too annoying. I don't think anybody's here right now, but like that's fine. Yeah, because I'm really, really spontaneous deciding to do this. Let me just see if I can. Yeah, I'm using software that I think will do this all for me, but maybe, I don't know, who knows? We'll see if it if it all works. Okay, so we have a new event. It's just starting right now. I'm playing on my phone, but it's coming here. Okay, hi, it's Foon. Welcome to my first live stream. We have a new event. It's a festival event where you have like the spells and potions and things. It's probably one of the more complicated events, but still not that bad. So let's do it together. My lord, can you feel this energy? Something magical seems to be happening at the gates of our castle. Greetings to all who are passionate about all things magical. Didn't you know that the mysterious Sorcery Festival is starting already? What do you mean you didn't? I definitely sent invitations. I got them. My invitation was for yesterday, but here we are. Okay, well then, I'll have to tell you in person. It's a great honor, you know. During the mysterious Sorcery Festival, the best wizards are casting unimaginable spells to receive rewards and compete for the title of the most powerful wizard of all. Okay, we're going through here. To create a spell, okay, so this is going to go through a bit of the explanation, so I'm going to, yeah, let's read this together, because if this is your first festival event, it is the most complicated of the events, but still, it's just a game. To create a spell, you will need various elements. Air, water, and earth are common elements, while lightning, ice, and poison are rare. You will need to use tools to get elements. Okay, so there's a lot of terminology here. So you need to use tools to get elements, and then use elements to make spells. So okay, back to the Frogus. You will need to use tools to get elements. The wand will help you collect air and lightning. The wand is a tool. Air and lightning are elements. The balloon will aid you getting water and ice, and the basket will take care of earth and poison. So each one is getting one common and one rare. Each tool gets one common and one rare. It's not enough to own a tool, you have to use it. You will get different elements by playing and fighting depending on which tools are equipped. So that's the complicated part here. So, okay. You already have something to start with. Click on a tool to equip it. So here we go. They're starting us with like a pack of 30 wands, and I can equip it. Okay. Next tab. You seem almost ready to begin. Have you put your robe and wizard hat on? Quests. Don't forget about the daily quests. Complete them to get new tools. By achieving the goals of the festival, you will receive a one-time major reward. And then here's the store. In the store, you can buy both the regular tools and sets of elements to create spells. And of course, don't forget about invitations, which will help you master magic. Okay, and don't forget that you're not only a skilled wizard here. The rest of us want mysterious treasures too. The most determined will receive special rewards. Okay. Now you have everything you need to know. Let's go to the Festival of Magic and Wizardry. Don't blow anything up. Okay. So, yeah, let's just kind of do these in order. So again, we have, like, I kind of said this. Can my pointer show? Okay, it does. Good. All right, so we have these 3 tools, the wand, orb, and the pot. And then you equip the tools up here. My cursor showing? Yeah, then you equip the tools up here. And when you have the tools equipped and then you do something that uses a tool, for example, let's say you do a PvP, it'll use one of each of the equipped tools, like so one of each one that's equipped. So if they're not equipped, they don't get used. And then it turns it into, you know, this other stuff down here. They are the elements. So this stuff, my cursor showing, this stuff is the elements. Okay. And let's go there in a minute. Now, once you have elements, you create spells. So this looks a lot like a rune event. We just had a rune event, so I'll assume everyone kind of knows how those work, where you kind of make a collection, but here we're collecting the elements in order to cast a spell. A rune event, you collect cards in order to have a collection. But both cases, the spell, a collection, it's basically a chest. Yeah, like that's what we're getting here is this chest. The big difference is, whereas a rune event, there's like a million cards, so if it says you have, you know, 10 of these, 10 of these, 10 of these, you have 30 that you can open all together. Here, there's only so many elements and they get reused. So you might have, you know, 10 of these, 10 of these, and 10 of these, but they're both using the same. Like here, like the water is in both of them. So like if you use all your water for that top spell, you then don't have as many of the bottom spell. So I think that's the biggest difference between the, like, it's very similar to the rune event and the collections. That's the biggest difference, is that you that you your number is not going to be the same, like, because you will use up your elements. Hey David, so at least somebody's here. I don't actually know how to tell if it's just me and David so far or if anyone else is here. Thank you. Nice. Wow, from Vietnam. Hi from Italy. If there's any kind of like problem, because I've never done a live stream before, and I always assumed if I ever did one, it'd be like a happy hour live stream and I would be drinking. So I'm a little nervous. So if like the audio is not good, if something is wrong, please do let me know so that I don't just like plow through, you know, not fixing it. Okay, so yeah, that's like the basic of how we get the chests, which is of course like what every event is. The main objective is to get you know, all of these chests. In this case, they're called spells. Okay, now generally the rewards in each of these, again, there's like a 1 second delay, is going to be like a little bit different. So legendary, if it's the same as last time, it's going to have like the mount and some other like special stuff in it here. Yeah, so wow, you can't even have the chance to get some of the stuff until you buy it. That's I didn't remember that. So okay, ooh, that's kind of a cool mount. What is it called? Abracadabra. It looks like a little cell or something. Okay, so yeah, so the like, and then the like hardest to get, like most events when they have the gear, there'll be like one mage, one archer, and one warrior weapon, and then there'll be like one extra of one of those. It's different every time. Very often it is a spear like this that you get that drops like last. So that's what this is. This is going to be like the extra weapon. Oh, I just got a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, what time is it? War just ended, so I must have been a winner in war, and I got lots of stuff, which is great. Yeah, it's nice to be in a clan that wins war, and you have a good chance of winning a war. You'll get a lot of this stuff here. Okay, so yeah, the gold chest here, and then the, was that the artifact? Okay. Let's look at the artifact real quick since it's here. Fighters never die. All allies, I didn't even look at this, the leaks for this, so I haven't seen any of the gear yet. All allies restore 20% of their max health. Also enhances the damage of units by 50% for 5 seconds. 50% is a big amount. So 20% of their max health, that's also pretty good. I think that's this 20% might be the same percent as, well, yeah, it's pretty good. And yeah, so if that activates fast, this could be a really good artifact, because really what the meta is right now, it's all about stacking damage increases on your Dragonborn and keeping your Dragonborn alive and killing the opponent's Dragonborn. At least at TR 11, I'm sorry, I've been Throne Room 11 so long, I really can't speak too much to you pre-TR 11 folks, but oh well, when you're ready. Sorry, I just don't have enough expertise to be more general. Okay, so like I said, this very top one here, that's going to use a lot. So here we need like 100 of each, and yeah, so this one is how you get the like harder to get things. One strategy is to kind of prioritize this one, and then once you get it, you know, you move on, you move down as you go. And now epic, there's going to be 3 of these, and if it's the same as last time, then each one's going to be for each class of fighter. So let's look at the chest. Yeah, so this top one here has archer gear and archer weapon. And then I'm pretty sure that this one's going to be Yeah, so we have the mage gear and weapon, and then the last one's going to be the tank. So obviously, like, we want, we want the gear, we want the event gear. If you play events at the level where you can break things, like, do be careful. I would expect the drop rate to be, let me start over. If you're one of the players that likes to break your items, or you think you're ready to become one of the players who breaks your items to try to get a better roll, you can do that. This is basically a chest. So if you get an item here and you're in it, and you don't like the gem slots you get, then you break it, you'll get the skin, and you will probably get it again. Several words of caution. First of all, the only thing that matters is the gem slots, because the roll you get for the base item in terms of like the numbers kind of becomes ironed out when you craft it to ancient. So you're only really doing this for the gem slots. And second credit there is that gem slots don't matter that much. So like, it's not a really big deal if you do get really bad gem slots, because a lot of really compact squads just don't use gems at all. And now that we have elixirs and manuscripts and other ways to like boost health and boost the stats that we want to boost on any particular fighter, yeah, really just gems are like not a great bang for your buck. So it's not that big of a deal, and it is a risk. And I have found that over time, like, the inconsistency of getting things back after you break them has gotten worse, and I'm really, really hesitant to break something only if it's something that I really want and that I've gotten it really early in the event and I'm sure I'm going to get it again. And and only if it's like really bad slots and I really, really wanted a good one on this. Most of the time, it's just, even if it's halfway good, I'm just like, good enough, and move on. Okay, so yeah, so you can break things here because this is basically a chest. All right, should we look at all the items? Let's go back and do that in a little bit. Let's finish looking at like the event and how the event works. Okay, so these are spells, and I already can do some because I just won in war. Quests. I'm not going to do this now because I don't want to live stream an ad. But you do really, really want to be watching this ad every 2 hours. I'm going to be like using my Google Home and setting a 2-hour alarm and all day long, because this is really the best way to get these tools. And each day, because this is it's going to be green pots for me until the next 23 hours and 43 minutes. And then it could be green pots again. That's going to be random, and that will really affect like how many of which tools you have, which affects how many of which elements you get. But the point is that watching ads is really key for this event, because you really need to get these tools. And then of course all these other quests, I imagine we unlock some if we buy it. Okay, yeah, so these are the ones you get for everybody. Then these ones with the slight little like blue tint in the background are the quests you get if you buy the cheaper version of the past, and then these orangey ones are the quests you get if you buy the more expensive version of the pass. Oftentimes quests are the biggest reason to buy an event. And yeah, because you really do want to get the tools. The tools are what limit you to grinding the game. Because like unlike other events where every arena you get, you're going to get rewards, and you can just spend all day in arena or Dark Cathedral, all day long grinding. Here, once you run out of tools, if you do arenas, you don't get anything back, because basically, yeah, you have to have these tools equipped. Here on the top it shows that I have one equipped because I haven't paid yet, so I only have one slot right now. And then if I do one PvP, that'll go down to 29, but I'll get some elements, and elements are what we use to make spells, which are basically chests, which is how we get the gear. So again, that's just like how this event works. The rankings, I'm not this kind of player, but oh hey Samira, good job. And yeah, oh, and Joe's on here too. Hey Joe. But nice to represent stacks. But yeah, indent, lots of people right now, but it's still very early. So yeah, this isn't my thing, but if it's your thing, good for you. Okay, now the store. Everyone always wants advice about like, should you buy or not. Okay, now this stuff here, I don't remember, but someone probably has done the math of whether or not this is a good use of diamonds. I'm going to guess that these two are not a good use of diamonds, and that you would be better off, and that maybe this one is, depending on, you know, if there's other ways to do that. By what I mean by good use of diamonds, lots of times, for example, in some events, you can use diamonds to buy an extra gem bay run, and you'll get more of the game currency than you would if you just bought the game currency directly from the store here. I don't remember I don't remember this, so I can't talk to it, but if it's something you're curious about, definitely go to Hustle Prime. I'm sure someone has the math already, and it might even be, Hustle Prime has like an event for every event, and at the very top there's all the like info from people who, you know, the really, really good info about all like, this type of event based on it in the past. Now the passes, they're called invitations. Give me a second. All right, I think I'm talking too fast. Okay, so we have a $10 version and a $20 version, or whatever your currency is that you have loaded into Google Play or the App Store. Okay, so unlocks all special rewards, unlocks all special, so I'm sorry, I'm going to go back and forth and kind of compare the two. That's what I'm doing right now. So starting from the top little paragraph, unlocks all special rewards for spells, adds extra slots for tools used to obtain elements, and increases the number of daily quests. So, okay, they're the same thing here. At least this very top part here is what I'm looking at. Basically, silver is going to give me 2 extra quests. Gold is going to give me the silver quests and then the gold quests. So that's a good way to get more tools. And tools is the limiting factor on this event. That's what makes this event unique, is that you're not limited by how much you can grind, you're limited by how many tools you have. Okay, now these differences here. So silver, I'm going to get 1 extra tool slot. Let me show you that one time. That's this here. My cursor showing? Yeah. Nope. Okay. So silver, I'll get, so free I get 1, silver I get 2, gold I get 3. Oop, come back. Okay. And now these rewards here. Now, I'm just going to kind of flip back and forth to like really see what you get for that, for the extra, for 10 versus for 20. Okay, so they're going to give me 6 bundles of 30 tools for silver, and they're going to give me 9 bundles of 30 tools for gold. Some shards, don't care about that. One item, this is going to be a shard. It's not going to be anything good, so that doesn't matter. Arena badges, I get 15,000 either way. Here I'm going to get a soul. The chances of that being a good soul are really low. So I wouldn't use that to make a decision. And then also if you buy the gold one, you get a bunch of the bundle of the things for your clan. Alright, and then the stuff on the bottom. Unlock, okay, unique rewards will unlock. So, okay, so either one of these, all that stuff that's locked gets unlocked. And here I get 2 extra quests, same as we read from the top. It's just the same info down here. And here I get 1 extra. Now this here, unlocking the rewards, that's the one that's probably going to make me buy it. You know, I've been really trying to spend less and less money on the game, but if I think about the value of how much time I spend on the game, $10 becomes pretty inconsequential. So I think I will probably buy this. Let's look real quick at the items, and we'll see what is currently locked. Okay, so yeah, if I don't buy it, I can get the some castle stuff, the jewelry, and the basic weapons and the artifact. If I want the weather, the castle, the mount, ooh, a totem. I do love an event totem. The armors and that extra weapon here, like I showed in the beginning from the top orange chest, the spear, then I have to buy one of the passes. So I'm gonna do it. Like, I hate to spend the money, but it is, you know, it is $10. Now, should I go for 10 or 20? I would get 2 extra quests and 1 extra slot thingy. Now, I know since I've done this event before that I'd finished the event and I was rushing to finish my tools the last couple days, so I don't think I need that extra tools. Actually, no, that actually doesn't, that's not a good explanation. I know last time I bought the silver pass, the $10 version, and I was able to finish the event. So for me, like, that's a good reason to know that I can do that. So do I need, like, so what am I getting for that extra $10 more? For doubling the price, I get the one extra tool equipped at a time. So like one arena battle does 3 tools versus 2, and I get those 2 extra quests a day. And so for me, I don't think I need to go gold. I think silver's enough. I am going to buy it because I want to unlock the armors, but yeah, I don't think I need 2 extra quests and the 3rd thing equipped. So sorry to my clan that they're not going to get the little extra thingies from me, but yeah, I'm going to go silver. I don't know how, I can't remember if I buy it. I think it just shows like a little bit of personal information, but I'm not going to risk it. So I'm not going to buy it right now on the live stream because I don't want like my full name, address, and like last 4 digits of my credit card coming up on screen. But I will be buying the silver. Of course, you do what's right for you. You do, like, you know, if $10 is a lot of money for you, it's a game, you know. But if $10 is like an okay amount and you're spending hours and hours anyway, I would say that you unlock all the armors. So for me, I think the silver $10 version is worth it, but I'm not going to go for the $20 version. Okay, let me check on my castle. Everyone gets sad when I don't visit them. Okay. Yeah, they're too fast. It's like a mini game. All right. I think the only other thing to do would be to look at the gear. And let's see, like, what am I getting for my $10? Okay. Now, this totem. When attacking, the totem wearer has a 60% chance to set a target on fire. The burning enemy takes 75,000 magic damage and has their healing rate reduced by 40% for 3 seconds. That sounds like a pretty nice ability for a totem. It's not gonna change the results of a battle, but yeah, it sounds pretty good. The archer armor, right now, there's a fair amount of good archer armors, and not many people wear an archer armor in my squad, so the bar is really high for this to be something that I could actually use. Once in a while, when the unit takes magic damage, their magic armor is increased by 10,000 for 5 seconds. Also, the unit gets a shield that absorbs 175,000 magic damage for 5 seconds. The shield sounds decent, but I mean, like I said, there's like a lot of good archer armors and not a lot of people wearing archer armor in my squad, so this looks like it's going in storage. Merlin's Disciple outfit. Once in a while, the unit's max health is increased by 25% of the max health of the ally with the greatest max health. For 5 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Oh, that is pretty interesting. So, yeah, the unit's max health is going to increase by 25%. So some of my people in my squad have a lot of health, and they're not the mages. So here I can give mage pretty nice health bonus. It can stack 3 times. That could be really cool. Could give a lot. Could help give a lot of, like, help my mages from falling over. And if max health is really high, there's a rune I'm not even like using right now. It's actually probably on like one of my spare guys. It's a nice rune, and it has an effect based on max health. So let's look at an orb wielder. So this lightning rune, which is like a nice rune, but right now, like, if you have all the runes, there's just too many runes. Once in a while, sacrifice 20% of their health to deal pure damage to the enemy with the highest max health equal to 380% of the amount of sacrificed health. Now, this rune, for a long time, was awesome combo on a Paladark, or like a Tankula, where you have, when Dark was still a meta set, which is not right now, if you have a Dark, maybe start working on some other sets. But with like a hybrid, they would have tank armor, so lots of health, and could afford to sacrifice 25% of the health without dying. This was a really nice effect, and it's still considered, I think, pretty meta on boss squads because of its pure damage, which is always really good. So if I had that armor on an orb mage, I think this rune would work really nice with it. Of course, you know, I'm just theorizing. I could be wrong. Yes! They're so hard to get. It's so hard to get when you're in an active clan. But they will keep coming up, so that's, you know, better than being in a non-active clan and nobody buys them. Okay, so yeah, I kind of like that armor. I think that has some good potential. Okay, and now the tank armor. Whenever the unit takes 150,000 damage, they increase their physical and magical armor by 7% for 7 seconds, up to 6 effects, and stun the enemy with the greatest damage for 2 seconds. So that's... I'm mixed feelings there. Again, there's a lot of nice tank armors out there, and I already have all of them because that's where I am in the game. So the game moves really slow once you have all the stuff. So if you are the point where you're still like have a long shopping list from the dragon and you're like tempted to spend money and get it all, I can tell you from this side of it, like the game doesn't get more fun after you have all the stuff. It yeah, if anything, it gets a little boring. Like every new thing, it's like, well, will this be better than all the other stuff I have? So increasing the armor 7%, 7 seconds, but stacking 6 times, that's getting more interesting. Although stacking is it's going to be percentages in Hustle Castle are additive, so it's not like compound interest. And then a 2-second stun, which is I think as high as any stun is, to the enemy with the greatest damage, which is probably going to be the enemy's Dragonborn. Yeah, it could be interesting with that Dragonborn counter there. We'll have to see. And now the this is going to be the last weapon to drop. It's kind of like special bonus weapon. Critical hits deal triple damage, that's all spears. When attacking, has a 7 to 10% chance of landing a penetrating blow that will deal quadruple damage. Normal. Once in a while, the unit throws a spear at a random enemy, dealing 100,000 physical damage and additional damage equal to 200% of the unit's attack damage. If the target has 50% or less health after the spear hits, it removes all positive effects from the target. If the target has 50% or less health, so they have to have less than 50% health, it removes all positive effects. Okay, I was zoning out already, like, you know, looking for space in my storage unit for this thing. Removes all positive effects is always a good ability. You know, has been for a very long time. Yeah, that's something. Unfortunately, spears generally are going to be on a Legionnaire most likely, or there's also the, not Blade King, Nameless King. Neither of which are like super in right now. I still have a Legionnaire, it's still a good set, but I'm working on a Ranger. I'm not sure where the Ranger's going to fit in my squad, but Legionnaire might get dropped. A lot of people I know with really solid squads aren't using Legionnaires anymore, so they're not using spears anymore. But yeah, interesting. Definitely wanna have one. Lots of pretty stuff to make your castle look kind of magic-y, I guess. All right, now we're on to yeah, we'll just keep one order. The amulet. Not to be too like basic or anything, but in general, amulets have and armor souls have like health and survivability armor or spell power attributes, and rings are on like the damage weapon stuff. So once in a while, the unit gains a shield up to survivability. Up to 500% of the amulet wears attack damage. Oh, interesting. The shield blocks all damage and lasts for up to 5 seconds. Okay, shield equal to 500% of the amulet wearer's attack damage. So like if you're picturing a fighter going one-to-one with a similar attack damage, then like it's basically protecting them from like 5 hits, which is good. Like doesn't like knock my socks off, but yeah, it should be good. Let's see. Ring. Once in a while, the target of the unit's attack suffers frostbite. Every second, the enemy takes physical damage equal to 5% of their max health every 3 seconds. Oh, sorry. Every second, the enemy takes physical damage equal to 5% of their max health. 5% is really low. That'll go up when it's crafted to ancient, though, but still, it's not going to go up to like 50%. Every 3 seconds, the enemy has a 30% chance to remove frostbite. If successful, the effect is removed. Otherwise, they take physical damage equal to 10% of max health. Okay, so every second they're losing 5% of max health, and then every 3 seconds they have a 30% chance to remove it, or a 70% chance to not remove it, and then they would lose 10% of their max health. So 3 seconds. So let's say I'm doing the probability wrong, but let's say like the effect lasts 6 seconds. Which I think seems like a reasonable expectation. So 6 seconds, they lose 5% of their health each time. That's up to 30%. And one time in there, they fail to remove the effect, and they take 10% damage, but let's just add it all together now. And then the next time they remove it. It's like an okay amount of damage slash reduced your max health, but it's like stretched out over 6 seconds. I think in top squads, the fighter will be able to shrug that off. It's just happening too slow. That's just my opinion on reading it. As always, descriptions get you half the way there. You have to test things out and see how they work in the battles. Moving on to the weapons. A bow. Bow's fun because rangers are really in fashion right now, so let's see if we get a cool new bow. When attacking, it has a 20 to 22% chance of dealing 75 to 90% damage to a group of enemies. When attacking, the unit has a 60% chance of tearing an enemy's armor. When the enemy's armor is torn, that enemy takes 100,000 pure damage and has their physical armor reduced by 15% for 5 seconds. Stacks up to 3 times. Also, that enemy takes 25,000 physical damage over 5 seconds. It's a fair amount of damage. Yeah, I would want to test that out with the other good bows. Alright, which I think I'll have the chance to do because I'm working on Ranger now, but it's a first build. I got to tier 11 after Rangers were already out of fashion. So I'm going to have to craft a couple anyway for rolls, so maybe I'll craft that one too. And an orb, I like the look of it. Once in a while, disarms a random enemy for 3 seconds and enhances all damage dealt to the enemy by 25% for 3 seconds. Also during this time, they can't use their weapon's ability, I hope not, and take 150,000 plus spell power magic damage for 3 seconds. Okay, there is an echo. Okay, I wonder if, so let's see here. Audio, I have my input for my mic. Let's see if I remove the audio. Okay, I was having a really hard time figuring out how to set this up. I think if okay. How is that? Is that better? Both, hey, Dewey. Okay, is the sound any better now? Somebody let me know. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to keep rolling. Someone let me know if that made it sound better or if you just can't hear me at all now. Okay, so the orb. Yeah, it disarms them. It seems a little normal, like a little basic, like we've seen this effect before, and it didn't take off. Sorry, I keep looking at the screen info. I guess I should look at the camera. All right, yeah. Orb seems not like a bad orb. Like certainly here earlier on, like I'd use this over a non-event orb, but it seems like the kind of effects we've seen over and over again, and it's fine. A sword. So, yeah, swords. You need to use a sword on a storm or a bastion if you're talking about tier 11, which is like all I know to talk about. Neither of which were in fashion up until like 2 weeks ago. Now, that like the good players I know have dropped their Legionnaires, some of them are picking up a new tank, like a tanky tank. In addition to the Blade King, which is a tanky tank, but like more damage focused. So I've seen some people bringing in full bastions. I haven't tried this myself. I can't say, oh yeah, this is the new cool thing, go do it. But there's a possibility that that could be the new cool thing, and we're all going to do it. So yeah, I'm not going to like just, I'm not going to write this off for being a sword, even though you know, like that's kind of how I feel right now. But I think that has the potential to change. So we'll still, yeah, could be, we'll see. We might want swords in the future. Sorry, I was really rambling. Okay. When attacking has a 20 to 22% chance of restoring 9 to 11% health in itself. It's really low. I mean, this is going to go on a tank, which already should have a lot of health, 9%. Although that would go up when you craft it, probably something like 15 to 17. Once in a while, strikes a crushing blow to the target, dealing 150,000 physical damage and freezing the enemy. Freezes a random enemy. Wall actually, that was what I meant to say before, but I got distracted by the echo. What I really kind of don't like about the orb is that it's a random enemy, and you don't know who it's going to target. Like, so I definitely prefer gear when it says enemy with the most health, the most damage, and you know it's going to like attack. Hopefully it'll attack the Dragonborn, because so much what the game is about right now is getting the other guy's Dragonborn out of the game. So the sword, similar thing, it's going to pick a random enemy. Freezes a random enemy. While frozen, they are unable to move or attack for 1.5 seconds. Also, the cooldown times of the target's gear ability and artifact ability are increased by 1.5 seconds. That's nice. If the enemy was already frozen, they take 180,000 physical damage in all units in a small radius around the target are frozen for 1.5 seconds. It sounds... I would be surprised if this turns out to be better than the elf sword. Elf sword is kind of considered best right now, although there was that what do they call it? Like this thing here. My pointer looking. This thing here. There's a sword from there. The first one that apparently is pretty good. Yeah. So the elf sword, I would be surprised if this turns out to be better than those two. But, you know, again, you never really know. Okay, where's that? Sword, and then we have the artifact. I didn't look at this before. All fighters restore 20% of their max health, which is nice. So you definitely want to put this on one of your, like, you're a mage with like a priest alliance or something, so you can get like more out of that healing. And also enhances the damage of units by 50%. Damage of units, so that means the whole squad. You know, so like so damage that's going to mean base weapon damage, and if you don't know what that means, so some verb. In theory, I only have one audio input, my microphone. So I don't know what else I can move closer to my microphone. Move my microphone closer to me. Very captivating content right here. Okay. Yeah, so that sounds like it would. So, okay. 50% damage is a pretty decent increased damage if it's to everybody for 5 seconds. This is not going to mean special abilities damage. This is only going to mean, I'm like 90% sure this is what it's going to mean, base weapon damage. And if you do not know what that means, please do watch my damage explainer video where I explain like special abilities kind of are always special. They don't count to like these damage bonuses almost ever. And then your base weapon damage, like if you have a sword that's dealing, let's say 50,000 damage per attack, and a sword does one attack every 1 second, in that case, your damage per second and damage per attack are the same. So we always tend to kind of talk about DPS, and that's like what is made big when we look at a fighter. So here, so this is a Blade King. Blade King has daggers which have much faster speed. So here it's telling me my damage per second, but this is my damage per, here we go. That's my damage per attack. It's like half because with the daggers it's 2 hits per second. So when I increase damage, I'm increasing that number. So by percent, it doesn't actually matter now. But that's how attack speed works, right? So each of these gems is affecting damage per attack. So they basically count double. Then if this was a sword, they count like triple if it was I forget, axe or mace. One of them is like once every 2 seconds. Has a triple or quadruple? I meant quadruple. Okay, so that's a little sidebar on damage, because I think not many people know how that works, and that it's really, really useful to understand how it works. So when you see something like 50% increase in damage, you know that is increasing damage for your weapon. It doesn't have to do with like the damage someone gets if they're caught on fire, or like if a mage has like a damage effect. That's different. I think that is all this stuff. Yeah, this is all the stuff you're going to get from those other chests. We didn't actually look at the other chests. We just looked at this one where you're going to get the artifact, the special last weapon, and the mount. And then these three, one for each of the armor and the weapon for mage, archer, and tank. And then down here, there's going to be like the other stuff. And I would open these guys later on in the event when you just like have most of your stuff. So yeah, this one has the amulet and the weather. This one has the totem and the bridge. This one has the ring and the background. And then down here, we're just gonna like the special rewards or the windows, and like it gets a little less special the farther than you go, basically. Okay, so we did all the so that's and then this stuff is going to be the other stuff in there. All right, so like you will definitely get all this stuff. You might get this stuff, and then like at some point, hopefully you'll get like these things. Okay, so we looked at all the gear, talked about this, how spells work, quests, rankings if that's your thing. Store, I said earlier on the stream, I'm going to buy silver so that I can unlock getting the armors. And the mount, I do actually think looks pretty cool. But, excuse me. Yeah, I don't do it if you don't want to do it. And yeah, for me, like the little bit extra you get for gold, you get 2 more quests a day, you get to equip 3 tools rather than 2 tools. But, I don't think that's quite worth it for the gold, but for me, $10, how many hours am I going to spend playing this event? I might as well spend $10. Now, let's, I guess the other thing I'll talk about was strategy for equipping tools. Now, as I said like earlier on, this is the one event where you're limited by these tools. You can't just like play as much as you want. So, I don't have it much memorized. I could have looked at this, but I spent my morning trying to figure out how to live stream instead. You get like different return rates and different kinds of playing the game. If I recall correctly, Dark Cathedral is actually, and Dungeon are actually the best. So, if you want to be like super awesome at this event, you take these things off most of the time, and then you only put them on when you're doing Dark Cathedrals and dungeons. Then they don't get used up. And definitely take it off if you're dropping trophies, because you will use one every time you basically do a battle that you could get a reward, and if you lose that battle, then you don't get it back. So similar with Arena, if you lose a lot of your Arena battles, you might want to take these off. Oh, I can point. You might want to take these off when you're doing arenas. If you're going to be losing, if you're in an unfortunate situation where you have a hard time winning an arena, you might like when you do arena dailies, actually want to like take these off so you don't use them up, and then and then just like do arenas for your dailies, and then move on to dungeons or Dark Cathedrals and like put them back on, and then you get to use them and convert tools to elements and elements into spells, which are basically chests, or chests. Now you will like see here, like, okay, I need more watery guys, then you might equip more of, I don't have any of the tools that give you the water stuff, for example. So, you can put different ones in here depending on which elements you want more, but in the end you're probably just going to want to use all your tools anyway, so like I wouldn't stress too much about that. In general about stress, if you played the rune event to the point where you got all the runes, you will finish this event too. It's a little more complicated, but it's also just like a little bit easier. I don't know unless they change that, but I've never had like a hard. I've always been like really stressed about like using my tools efficiently, and like not using them for PvP, which I think gives you like a lower return, and then like trying to just use them in dungeons, and then I don't do enough dungeons, and I have like the last 2 days I'm just like trying to blow through all my tools as fast as I can. At least that's happened to me. So yeah, if you feel like a little selective, definitely take them off when you're dropping trophies. If you can't win an arena, probably want to take them off then too. I start the event by only using them in Dungeon and Dark Cathedral, but then by the time it's halfway through, my tools are piling up, so I start using them in Arena as well. But I can, normally do okay in Arena. Okay, I see some more people have showed up. Hi. Yeah, sorry about the auto. I don't know why that's happening. Yeah. Nice to see you all. Hi. Okay, so is there anything else I should talk about? Because we're closing in on an hour, and I think I rambled on about as good as I can ramble on. Yeah, you definitely want to be watching this ad every 2 hours. Like, set a timer and just do it. Sometimes I'll set a timer and I'll even like put my clan chat like spin 2 hours, spin 2 hours. Because that's like probably right. You'll get like the most tools is that ad, because then you only have like you get like one bundle of 30 for each of these huge quests. Any questions? Anything else I should go over before we say goodbye? Oh, I do still have a dime giveaway that happens every week. You can leave a comment on. Actually, I don't know about the live stream too. I could definitely find this chat. This live stream or any of my videos, it could be a really old video in YouTube Studio. It shows me like a new comment, even if it's on an old video. So if you leave a comment, make sure you include your game ID. A lot of times people say nice things or ask questions, but they don't include their game ID. So include your game ID, and you all get put on a list and randomly selected. So definitely do that. Of course, my dime giveaway, like all the dime giveaways, is sponsored by the official House of Castle community, because there's no way to do that without them doing it for us. No questions in the chat unless I'm doing it wrong. Okay, this was kind of the ones that got it going. It seems fun. I don't know about the audio. I'll figure that out. Don't be shy. Last chance before I go. Then enter the dime giveaway. Good luck on the event. These I think you either love or hate these. They're a little more like interesting, that you have to like equip and take off the tools and have that extra added active step in terms of just opposed to just grinding the event like always, which you either love or hate. It does feel more complicated, but if you got like all or even like all but one runes, you'll probably finish this event too, because it just they kind of compensate for being like more complicated by being a little. I think the drop rates are easier. Break your gear at your own risk, and if someone tells you, oops, I'm trying to use my mouse here. If someone tells you they got, like they broke something, like if they broke the ring and got it back in whatever amount of chests, that does not mean that like if you break something up here, the purple, that you'll have that same return rate. From what I remember, like these come, like you break this stuff, it comes back faster. If you break this stuff, it comes back slower. It's getting really risky to break stuff, so I would be sure you want to do it before you do it. And I lost the chat window. Okay, all right. So, all right, I don't see any questions, so I will say goodbye and wish you all lots of luck. Thanks for tuning in, or if you're watching this later, that's good too, because that actually counts for me to that counts for watch hours, whereas live stream viewers don't. But it's fun to have you here. Maybe we'll do it again sometime that I have all this software installed. And good luck, and I'll see you all in the game. Bye. I'm being overconfident. I don't know how to hit stop.